Welcome people to another video, man. Today's topic, it's an interesting one. Like I've had conversations with people about this topic and it's like a split opinions on this one. You know, some people are saying that they understand why people do this stuff. They're not necessarily saying that they're right in what they're doing, but they have an understanding as to why people will get into this type of stuff. And then you have the other opinions that it's just straight no, these people are scumbags. The stuff they do, they're the lowest of the low. So we're gonna go into the video and then we'll see what happens from there.
Well, you have scamming that you do by lotteries, scamming that you do by Instagram, scamming that you do by selling houses, cars, a lot of scamming. Money is a thing where draws anybody attention who are willing for go feed, you know what I mean? So when you can take up the phone and tell a person, say, him win a prize, and him have to pay a fee, that says a lot. The game is fun as long as you're collecting and moving smart, you know what I mean? It's like the modern days Robin Hood. Yeah, I steal from the people who have it and don't have no use for it. And I have people in my community who have more than use for it. Yeah, so we just take and give. And today was one of them lucky days there where lucky, so far.
All right, just pause on this one quickly. He said he's like the modern day Robin Hood. Now, I know a lot of these people that do this stuff. They may think they go in and robbing off rich people, but in actual fact, it's usually a lot of old people, and they're taking their life savings and, taking advantage of older people. But he may know what he's doing. He may be doing things differently, but we'll continue.
This is 100 grand. Scamming is just to solve the problem, not a lifestyle and not a career. Cause not even my kids me know how to do it. I am already the father, so you don't know the father have to take care of everything. And that's what I do until me leave here. I have been in scamming for like quite a while now. First time I started when I was 17-year-old. And from then on now, I'm 32 right now. Yeah, it's going strong, same. I'm not pre like other scammers where scam money and buy gun and all of them things. I not do them type of style. Yeah, I choose to help the people in need. Cause it's a joy if you see a mother can pass and her belly full and, a old person can pass and him medication can get filled, you know what I mean? So me no influence in a gun and ammunition. That my money no going at that. My money going at the party and helping the people.
Have you ever felt guilty after a successful day?
Well, guilt. At times, I feel guilty, but when I look at the amount of hours when I have to sit down and on the phone for really convince a person, for really send me the money, I treat it as success more than guilt, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yes, because sometimes me even turn around the same money and pay other people overseas them bills same way, so at times me don't leave them stranded, you know what I mean? I don't leave them to stress about the small stuff. I cover that for them.
You spoke earlier about not wanting your children to do what you do. Do they know what you do?
Well, yes, they do at times. They see me working.
They hear the voice.
They hear the voice and they hear the type of accent and the conversations that goes on in the office.
Could you demonstrate a little of that voice?
All right.
So he's doing it for the reasons of, as he says, he's not doing it for flossing reasons. He's not trying to get no guns or ammunition or buy no cars or, yeah. So does that make it better? Like, this is the type of conversations that, I like to have. And I just want to hear people's opinions in the comments, because it's just like, does that make it better? If you're coming from a place of poverty and you have no means of, or I shouldn't say no means of making money, because everybody has means to make money, but it's a lot harder in your situation. Like, is this acceptable in somebody's situation where they're coming from a really, really poor background? Like, if you're in a country like, say, England, and you're a scammer, like, there's many, many, many opportunities in this country. So to me, is that laziness, or is that you want a quick fix, quick, fast money? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, man, what you think, people.
As for example, there is a popular entity in the lottery company that's, you have Mega Millions and you have Publishers Clearinghouse. But as for an example, if I should call a particular person, I would use a tone of voice of American accent, like, "Hi, I'm calling you from the Publishers Clearinghouse. My name is Mr. Howie Googer, and I'm calling you on behalf of your prize winning. How are you feeling today?" And the person would reply, and then I'll be like, "Okay, do you know the reason for this phone call today?" And the person would be like, "No."
He's got a good voice, though. You Americans out there, let me know, man. Does he have a good voice? Is his impression good?
So I will be like, "You have won for yourself $2.5 million and $750,000 in cash, okay? However, the company is already taking care of 99% of the fees and charges, okay? So there is a 1% pending for you to take care of that, all right?" So they'll be all excited, all worked up, knowing that in their old stage, they have won something that many.
So he just let on just then. Like he said, in their old stage. So basically, you're targeting old people. Now, my opinion to this. These are people that have worked all their life maybe to gain their money. Not everybody is rich, you know, just because they're old and got money in their account. Like, some people have actually worked hard. And that's the type of thing that I have a problem with when it comes to these type of things, is that it's the audience that you're targeting. Yeah, because majority of younger people, they're not going to fall, or they're not going to be as easily manipulated maybe into it. You know, their thinking's a lot quicker. You know, older people get stressed out a lot quicker if you're pressurizing them. So could it be that why they're targeting old people? And to me, is that right? Is that, you know, what do you think?
People have tried to win, because if you go there on the official PCH page, you would see a lot of persons commenting that I've been playing it for years and never won anything. Some people saying that the official PCH is a scam because other people win it and they don't get to win it because to how long they've been playing it. So how the scam really works, we target random people, and if we lucky to catch up on one of those random people, then that becomes our target.
So you don't target a specific age group, that's a random person.
All right, we target a person when we got them hooked. As in an example, if we find them interested in whatever we're doing. All right, so that's how they buy into any form of information that we have. And we have also documents, winners documents and approvals that we normally send to them. And all of that, they'll be excited to see all of that paperwork from a legitimate entity.
Now, let's put it to the other side, to the people that are being scammed. Now, you know, there's a saying, if something's too good to be true, it usually is. Now, in that context, is it greed on the other person's part? And that's why they've been easily manipulated, because they're looking at this figure that they think they're going to win. So is this why they will go and put, like, who would put money into, like, if you won money, why would you put money into something to get your winnings? Do you understand me? So that's greed, isn't it, to me? So do they deserve to be scammed for being greedy? Let me know. Let me know. Just another thought process.
Have you ever been close to getting caught? Have you ever experienced that?
Getting caught for scamming? No, I never try to get close to getting caught. I never try to lead on any suspicions to getting caught because I'm one of the most sophisticated type of phone user, I would call it. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I hide my VPN so I can't be tracked. I'm always in a different country or state. So that for one, you can never find me. And I always have a voice changer on my phone whenever I make a call.
What was your childhood like?
So it seems like they're getting very sophisticated. You know, like, VPNs and voice changers. Like, okay, they're taking it real serious. So people, you have to take these things real serious when getting these phone calls or these emails. You have to take these things serious.
Don't know, we never have a perfect childhood. They don't know. Grew up in the ghetto. Tivoli Garden originated. Yeah, never peaches and cream, so you don't know. Wasn't one of them child where could have said, Daddy, buy that for me or more on that for my Christmas and get that. So you don't know. Me growing up as a youth now, may I say, when we get my youth them can't go through them type of lifestyle.
Now, every parent, that has come from a difficult upbringing will always want to do better for their kids. Now, I know Tivoli Gardens is a bad place in Jamaica, so I'm not saying I have empathy for his what he's doing, but I understand where he's coming from, and I understand that people will do things to get themselves out of a situation. Do you understand me? Especially if they have kids that they have to feed. Like, and people are very judgmental on people that do crime and people that do this type of stuff. Like, if you're a criminal and you're just doing it every day for your drug habit or something like that, okay, that's your addiction, yeah. But if you're doing something to feed your family, does it make it better? Now, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think, man. But we can't always judge everybody in the same circle or everybody in the same, the same bracket without understanding their past or their background.
By any means and ways, so forget the funds, man, forget it. But me wasn't one of the person who prefer to rob and thief or go the other way, you know what I mean? But choose to do scamming, but not by force, but you don't know. We just see it as a means of fast money.
What have you gained and lost because of scamming?
Okay, well, first, let me talk about the loss, because it's a constant reminder of what not to do when you have the money. Well, as you know, in the past, you have scammers who floss, burn money, who can burn the most money, who can spend the most, who can tip the most in a party, who can do money pull up the most, or who can buy the dearest vehicle or the fastest bike. Those are things that we used to do. So my loss, we did lose a 7-bedroom house, apartment, 2 vehicles, that's a Mercedes and a Benz, and $7 million in a cash.
Okay. Now, another thing some people have an opinion of is that if you are going to do crime or you're going to do something that's, illegal, like when you've made enough, isn't it time to or when you're getting into a position where you have money to go into other projects or to now legalize your money, why would you not do that? Is it because you actually love what you're doing? Or, is it, do you just love what you're doing? Basically, if you continue to do something past, making a lot of money from it and you're still doing it, is that now just greed, or is it just for the love of it? Now, do we look at them people different?
Well, they inside in my house, you know what I mean?
How did that happen?
Well, we'd have a couple of friends after they collecting, you know, come over and them say, well, them feel like them are gonna buy something new and just have a party for the evening. And I say, alright, do the thing, my soul circle. And before you know it, early the next morning, I never sleep the night with them. So I leave them at work up all night, same way, and I get to understand. On my way up, I notice the police flood the yard and everything, so I say, I stay back in the bush. And I never go up there, so I realize that the police take up all of the money I did in the house. Them find laptop damage because them drive nail to the laptop. And all kind of evidence try to get flushed down toilet. It reached to a point where man even try to swallow paper. So I mean, you know, them get catch while me still out here I try to do the right thing same way. Lay low, change up my stats and all of that.
So have you ever scared that they'd rat you in?
Well, as I say, my stats change up, so I do nothing in the public eye view for them really carry down a scope on me like that, you know what I mean? I can't take a police here come lock me down in a cell, and I can't get for spend the millions on my make. Joke thing that. Is it?
Yeah, you say that's a joke thing, but if they came and got your ass, that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, like I understand your confidence. Like you're not trying to put no bad word on what you're doing, but realistically, like you're in the lifestyle, so these things can happen, and you have to expect it to happen. You can't be going on like say you're invincible in this situation.
But that be a fuck up example to my son them, because guess what go on now. My son them would have say daddy make the money and then gone to jail. We can't make my son them see that. My son them have to say money make, I'm there to spend it. You see me? Yeah. And beautifulest part of it is when you can buy anything that you want. Because you see, any morning I wake up, I can't full my son them request. Or I feel like say I want to eat beef or steak today or lobster tail and I can't eat it. I have to take up the phone. Somebody have to feel it. Somebody have to pay for that, you see me? I say it got the end of the.
So now, as the story goes on, like you've gone from doing something in your community. Yes, you probably still do help people in your community, but you want to eat steak and lobster, or other things that he say he was doing. Probably got nice house, nice cars. So when does it become too much? Do you understand me? You're saying you're doing this because you want to change your life and you don't want your sons, but you're just showing your kids the same life. Yeah, you're showing your kids that money is the thing that's going to make us happy. Is it? Is it the money that's going to make you happy?
Even in the animal kingdom, you know, the fittest of the fittest shall survive. And the weakest one them get whiff out, you see me? So, me and one of them predator, they were prey upon the weaklings them, or prey upon the one them are available. You see me? So, me and one of them scam.
And you know what? He's kind of speaking right in terms of, if you look at it like the animal kingdom, you know, the strongest survive in it and the weak get. It's just how it kind of works. But yeah, is it weak people that get scammed? Is it weak people that get scammed or foolish people? I don't know.
They will build my kingdom from the ground up. And as simple as you see me, in my slippers, I'm a full black. I see me in my roll anytime you see me. See me and say, no hype in the back of it. Because I guess I go on. At one time we can live, you know. So we just live for the moment.
Wow, that was a good video, man. That was a really interesting video. It's like I've always had like negative, real negative views to people that do that type of stuff. But seeing it from his view, I'm not gonna say he's right in what he's doing. I'm not gonna have an opinion on that. But it, when you look at someone's background onto everything else, it's not as always black and white as what people think. Oh, he's just a lazy person, or he's just doing this because of he just wants to have money or cars, or sometimes it's real life struggles, and this might be someone introduced you to this might be the means that you think is going to help your family. Like, I'm not going to condemn someone, but there's always, I believe, a time to adjust, move, and create something new, from maybe the ill-gottens or the ill gains or the badness from it. Do you understand me? You put some good back into it. Do you understand me? And change up things. That's my opinion. But I'd love to know your opinions and your views. So just leave some comments, man. And yeah, man, I'll see you in the next video. Love, peace.